The human brain can focus for only 4 seconds without distraction, making productivity a daunting task. Despite the increasing need for productivity, many of us struggle to stay focused. This is because our brains are wired to be easily distracted, and the average person's attention span is shorter than a goldfish's. Imagine trying to work while surrounded by endless notifications, emails, and social media alerts. It's no wonder that maintaining focus becomes a Herculean task. The good news is that there are scientifically backed techniques to improve focus and boost productivity. By learning these techniques, you can train your brain to stay focused for longer periods. One such technique is the Pomodoro technique, where you work in focused 25-minute increments, followed by a 5-minute break. This technique helps you stay focused by creating a sense of urgency and breaking down work into manageable chunks. But here's the interesting part: research shows that even with this technique, the brain can still get distracted every 4 seconds. This raises an essential question: how do we overcome our inherent distraction-prone nature?
One answer lies in the concept of flow states, where you're completely absorbed in the task at hand.
Flow states are characterized by heightened focus, concentration, and a sense of enjoyment. To achieve flow states, you need to identify your sweet spot, where your skills and challenges are perfectly balanced. For example, if you're a writer, your sweet spot might be writing a 500-word article in 30 minutes. But what happens when you're faced with a task that's far beyond your capabilities? This is where the 80/20 rule comes in, which states that 80% of results come from 20% of efforts. By focusing on the most critical tasks that drive 80% of results, you can significantly boost productivity. Another technique is the 2-minute rule, where you must complete any task within 2 minutes. This rule helps you build momentum and overcome procrastination by breaking down tasks into tiny, manageable chunks.
However, there's a catch. Research shows that even with these techniques, the brain can still get distracted every 4 seconds.
This brings us to the concept of temptation bundling, where you combine a pleasurable activity with a productive one. For example, listening to your favorite music while doing chores can make the experience more enjoyable. Temptation bundling helps you stay focused by associating productivity with pleasure. But how do you maintain focus when faced with a task that's extremely boring? This is where gamification comes in, which involves adding game-like elements to a task to make it more engaging. For instance, setting a timer and challenging yourself to complete a task within a certain time frame can make it more exciting. Gamification helps you stay focused by turning a mundane task into a game. To further boost productivity, you can use the Eisenhower matrix, which helps you prioritize tasks based on their urgency and importance. The matrix consists of 4 quadrants: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and not urgent or important. By categorizing tasks into these quadrants, you can focus on the most critical tasks first. However, what happens when you're faced with a task that's extremely complex? This is where chunking comes in, which involves breaking down a complex task into smaller, more manageable chunks. Chunking helps you stay focused by reducing the overwhelm associated with complex tasks. To further improve focus, you can use the power hour technique, where you dedicate an hour to a single task without any distractions. During this hour, you must focus exclusively on the task at hand, taking regular breaks to recharge. The power hour technique helps you stay focused by creating a sense of commitment and discipline. However, what happens when you're faced with a task that's extremely repetitive? This is where micro-commits come in, which involves breaking down a repetitive task into smaller, more manageable chunks. Micro-commits help you stay focused by reducing the monotony associated with repetitive tasks. To further boost productivity, you can use the batching technique, where you group similar tasks together and complete them in one session. Batching helps you stay focused by reducing the switching cost associated with tasks. However, what happens when you're faced with a task that's extremely challenging? This is where self-compassion comes in, which involves treating yourself with kindness and understanding when faced with difficulties. Self-compassion helps you stay focused by reducing the stress and anxiety associated with challenging tasks. To further improve focus, you can use the sprints technique, where you work in focused 10-minute increments followed by a 5-minute break. Sprints help you stay focused by creating a sense of urgency and breaking down work into manageable chunks. By incorporating these techniques into your daily routine, you can significantly boost your productivity and stay focused for longer periods. So, the next time you're faced with a task that's challenging or boring, remember that there are scientifically backed techniques to help you stay focused. Experiment with different techniques to find what works best for you, and don't be afraid to combine them for maximum results. By doing so, you'll be able to stay focused, boost your productivity, and achieve your goals in no time. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe for more incredible productivity tips and tricks. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more productivity tips and tricks, and hit the like button to show your support.